Kristine Newbold, and I have a wheelchair travel series on YouTube called Rollin with Kristine. I've been in a wheelchair all my life, and I've enjoyed traveling and getting out, but I've often found that it's challenging to find good information on accessibility and wheelchair-friendly vacation destinations. So I thought if it's hard on me, it must be challenging on anybody else that's in a wheelchair. So I created Rollin with Kristine, where I go out and visit these different locations and show people what is accessible and what is not. Osteogenesis imperfecta is a brittle bone disease, and it's a birth defect. So I've had it since I was born. And the problem with it is that it wasn't detected immediately after being born. My parents thought that they had 5 healthy children. I have an older sister, 3 brothers, and then there's me. The thing was that when I was about 15 months old, I started favoring one of my arms, and I was always a really happy baby. And so my mother took me into the hospital to see what was going on with my arm, and they discovered not only was that arm broken, but I actually had several fractures and healing stages throughout my body. Initially, the doctors assumed that I was the victim of a child abuse. After a full day of examining me and doing some research, they decided that in fact it wasn't child abuse, but that I had a brittle bone disease called Osteogenesis imperfecta, and it just means that my bones break easier than most people's bones. My hopeful outcome for Rollin with Kristine is to educate the masses. So many people assume that if you're in a wheelchair, you're very, very limited on living. Rollin with Kristine is meant to inspire and to promote independent living among people in wheelchairs, and also to educate those who are not in wheelchairs about the capabilities of individuals in a wheelchair. Well, since we began Rollin with Kristine, we've had a wide variety of destinations, from Callaway Gardens to, we went to Wild Animal Safari. I even did a horseback riding thing. Yes, I used my own horses, but you know, hey. But the thing I think I enjoyed the most was when I went whitewater rafting down the Chattahoochee River. And I think what I really loved about that is because I know a lot of able-bodied people that will not go whitewater rafting, and yet I've been whitewater rafting. I realized that I am a little more able-bodied than some disabled people. So I have a rating scale both on accessibility and ability needed to do whatever adventure we did. So for example, if it has an accessibility rating of a 5, that means it's 100% accessible. They have automatic doors, there's ramps, it's just easy to get around. And a 1 is very, very challenging, almost impossible. So same with ability. I realize that I have a lot more ability, physical ability. I ride horses and things like that. But somebody that may be paralyzed from the chest down or things like that, they may not have as much ability. So I give the rating scale of a 1 to 5, with 5 meaning you don't need any ability at all. You can just go and you get 100% access to the event, and 1 being you're going to need a lot of ability. You're going to have to get out of your wheelchair. You're going to have to do those kinds of things. So, so that enables the viewer to not only see what's available, what's out there, but also can they do it? What will it take for them to be able to go and do it? Initially I funded it through my own pocket. But since in the last 2.5 years, I have started a GoFundMe account, and so I have received some nice generous donations from businesses and private parties. I also have started a motivational speaking program, and that's just to go out and just share my story with people and try to get them to get motivated to do things and accept lifestyles and things like that. And so I'm also using that as a campaign to try to get more money for my Rollin with Kristine show. So in conclusion, I'd like to really thank all of the viewers for all the support that you're giving me and watching my shows and checking out my Facebook and my YouTube page. And please go out there and share and like all of those, and just keep following me. We're gonna have some mighty fun adventures in 2017. Rock on!